What, mate?
Oh, we got no milk.
Yeah, I know. And I went down to the store to get some, and guess what?
Where is it?
What?
The milk you more, and you went down to the store to get some.
Yeah, and I went down there and it wasn't there.
What?
The store is not there. It's burnt down, mate. It's all steamed up.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's ashes, mate. Yeah. But I was thinking, I didn't hear the fire brigades, did you?
No store, nothing left. That's the only place in town to buy food and stuff from, Lance. What are we going to do?
Well, they say cereal's good for you without milk.
I don't mean that, bird brain. Celia's towards the CBD of Summer Bay.
What?
The Central Business District, mate. The hub of commerce.
Hey. But anyway, I saw Sal on the way to school, right, and she was saying
She's keen.
What do you mean?
We're going to school at this time of the morning.
At 9 o'clock?
It's only 7:10, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, flaming heck, Tom's going to have me guts for garters.
Did you see Bob?
Yeah. He thinks could be Phil. And they're going to check some dental records or something.
What about Stacey?
Well, he said he took the police up there and they'll send someone round and tell her, but I thought it might be better if she hears it from someone she knows.
Like you?
Yeah, I'll drive up and bring her back. She'll be back late this afternoon, and I thought I'd ask her if she'd like to stay here. What do you reckon?
Oh, yes, of course. She can't stay by herself. Tom, what am I going to tell Stephen when he gets home?
Oh, no. Well, I don't think we ought to say anything to him yet. Well, there is a chance, isn't there, that it could be a false alarm?
Not much of a chance, though, is it?
Alfred, I had to go home and get it just to put my mind at rest.
Oh, Tish, you don't waste any time, do you?
Well, now that we know that Frank is alive and well, my main concern is loss of livelihood.
Yeah, what about that other poor fellow that was burnt to a crisp in there?
Oh, Alfred, I do have compassion for him, but he is a victim of his own criminality, hoist by his own petard.
Yeah, well, let's hope so, whatever that means.
Now, I know that I'm covered for fire and theft and acts of vandalism, but I'm not too sure about this clause here. Oh, about the fires when they're deliberately lit. It's all these hithertos and here within indemnifieds that confuse me.
Yeah, well, I'm not too good in this legal mumbo-jumbo either, sis, but you ought to get it checked out. I mean, some of these insurance companies are real sharks. If they can wheedle out of paying you, they will. What you ought to do is get Morag to have a look at it. She'd like to show off.
Oh, make a fool of me, more like it.
What's this here? Sum insured?
Well, that's the amount I'm insured for. The building, the fittings, the stock.
500,000? You're kidding, aren't you? It's not worth that.
Of course it was. With allowances for inflation and appreciation of property values.
Celia, if the payout on this is $500,000, that puts you at the top of the suspect list.
Hey. Oh. Anybody home?
No, we're all out.
Hey, can I come in?
Well, you're in, aren't you?
Hey, Seals.
Oh, Miss Stewart to you.
Oh, Miss Stewart. Yeah, I saw you come in, so I thought I'd lob over, find out what happened to the shop and that.
I would have thought it was perfectly obvious, Lance. It burnt down.
Hey, fancy that, eh? Yeah, but like, how'd it happen? What time?
Oh, in the early hours of the morning. Didn't you hear the fire engines? It woke up the rest of the town.
No, me and Marty had a couple of tinnies last night.
Come on, Roo. Oh, yeah, Roo, it's Martin. Listen, don't let on to Tom that it's me, but I'm running a bit late. And make sure he knows that I'm not goofing off or anything, okay? So tell him I took that report home last night, right? And I was up till about 3 o'clock working on it, okay? Oh, no, better than that, right? He what? Well, what about Frank? Oh, he's not in either. All right, well, I'll be in a couple of hours then, okay? But make sure you cover for me, all right? Yeah.
Oh, Nigel.
Celia, I've been trying to phone you. I was very worried about you. That fire last night.
Yes, it was a very distressing evening. I've come to see Morag, actually. A professional visit about my insurance policy.
Oh, I'm afraid she's not here. She's gone up to the city for a few days. Maybe I can help you.
Oh, I don't know.
I realise they don't print the policies in Braille, but if you'd tell me the bits you don't understand, I'll do my best to explain them to you.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, come and sit down. You're like a wound-up spring.
Oh, Nigel, I know this sounds silly, but I feel hurt. Why would anyone want to do such a thing to me?
Oh, it must have been mindless vandalism. I can't imagine that you would have any enemies.
No, I don't think so. But then there is that thug called Dodge. Oh, Nigel, if you could have heard the venom in his voice as Bob Barnett dragged him out of my shop the other night.
Why don't you get away from here? Take a few days off.
Well, I can't. There's too much to do.
Well, you can't do anything until they sort out the insurance. You've had a shattering experience, Celia. You need to relax.
Well, I suppose I could go and spend a few days with Barbara.
Thank you.
Stacey.
Tom, what are you doing here? Something to do with Philip, isn't it?
This is really silly, Tom. Philip's on his way to the resort right now. We'll probably pass him on the road.
Yeah, I hope so, Stacey. I really do.
Okay, he was pretty exhausted when he phoned last night, but nobody would sleep through a fire. Philip's a light sleeper anyway. Probably was nowhere near the place. Probably went to sleep on the beach or in the car. I bet he's just waking up right now and he doesn't even realise all the fuss that's being made. It's all awful when I tell him.
Believe me, Stacey, I hope I'm wrong, but everyone in Summer Bay was woken up by that fire and nobody had seen Philip. Frank and I found his car this morning. He just wasn't anywhere.
Because nobody can identify him. Doesn't mean it's Philip. You're just jumping to conclusions. He's probably been out jogging and he stopped off for a milkshake or something.
Oh, Bob, I was just wondering if there was any news. Okay, well, let me know when you're here, okay?
Dirty bread, I'm starving.
Oh, you'll have to toast it. It's not fresh. Where's Sally?
Oh, she went down with some friends to look at the store.
Oh, I hope they're not playing in there. It's not safe.
No, she just went for a look.
Still, they shouldn't be hanging around there.
Oh, why? It's a big deal. I mean, everyone's talking about it. It's not every day there's a fire in Summer Bay.
No, thank God. The last one was the church hall.
Yeah, but this time...
What's the big deal about a pile of burnt bricks and wood?
My sentiments exactly. Now, could you two get changed? I need your help to get the caravan ready.
Yeah, sure.
It's pretty bad when everything you own goes up in smoke.
Well, that's why we have to do everything we can to help them. So get a move on, will you? Or won't be ready before they get home from work.
Bosses, I'm telling you, mate, it's the power. It goes straight to their heads. What? Oh, Tom, he's as bad as Stacey. Now he's become manager. He's taken days off whenever he feels like it, and he leaves the peasants to do all the work. You know?
The perks of the job, eh?
What are you doing here, mate?
I'm getting a collection together for Frank. You know, all his stuff got burned up in the fire and that.
Yeah, well, that's good, mate, but aren't you forgetting something? Well, none of this will fit him. You're not exactly the same size, eh?
Never afforded that, eh? We'll have to give him your stuff.
Oh, well, listen, I've got a better idea. Frankie's going to feel like a bit of a darrow wearing other people's gear, right? So let's take up a collection and buy him some new stuff.
I never thought of that, eh? You can count me in for 200.